Hello everybody, welcome to Dr.K.Liu Maths channel. This question is a Form 4 student, M2, Form 4 M2 student asked me this question, and maybe it is not easy question for him, and let's go to detail of this question. And for the first, consider the equation cosine 3 times theta plus sine 2 times theta equal to 0, so that 3 pi over 10 is a root. Here, I try to use two methods to solve these problems. The method 1. And cosine 3 theta plus sine 2 theta equal to 0 can be, can be written as, because we do not have cosine plus sine, the sum to product. We do not have cosine plus sine or sine plus cosine. Therefore, we have changed this sine into cosine. And we used pi over 2. Cosine 2 theta is equal to pi over 2 minus 2 theta. And by using the sum to product, there is 2 cosine, sum of these two, and that theta plus pi over 2 over 2. And other is the difference of this angle. This angle is 5 theta minus pi over 2. 2. Therefore, we have cosine theta over 2 plus pi over 2 equal to 0, or cosine 5 theta over 2 minus pi over 4 equal to 0. We only need to find pi. 3 pi over 10 is 1 root. Therefore, we can choose the suitable value so that we can find that theta. We only need to find that theta. We don't need to find all the roots. Therefore, I observe that the 3 pi over 3 is inside here. Therefore, I put 5 theta minus pi over 2 equal to pi over 2 only. Then change the position, and 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4, 3 pi over 4. Then theta is 3 pi over 10. Therefore, 3 pi over 10 is a root. Done. Okay. And some student may be use another method. That the other method is put these roots into that equation. Put theta equal to 3 pi over 10 into star. Then we have cosine 3 times 3 pi over 10 plus left hand side sine 6 pi over 10. 9 pi over 10 is that 9 pi over 10. The reference angle is pi over 10. Therefore, the first one, this one, because it is second quadrant, that's negative, cosine pi over 10. And for this one, we don't, the first step, I use the pi over 2 minus, change this into cosine. That is cosine pi over 2 minus 6 pi over 10. Pi over 2 minus 6 pi over 10 is cosine negative pi over 10. Cosine negative pi over 10 is equal to cosine pi over 10. That is equal to 0, equal to right hand side. Therefore, theta equal to 3 pi over 10 is a root. That is that part of that proof. Okay. For the second part, I think the second part is a standard question, and cosine 3 pi can be rewritten as cosine theta plus 2 theta. Then cosine theta, cosine 2 theta. minus sine theta, sine 2 theta. Cosine 2 theta can be rewritten as 2 cosine square theta minus 1. It is standard. Cosine 2 theta has three format. I choose the first one, 2 cosine square theta minus 1, because we have to change all the stuff into cosine theta. And the second, this is equal to 2 sine cosine, that is sine square theta, cosine theta. Again, I change that into 1 minus cosine square theta. Expand all the stuff, we can you can see that we have 4 cosine theta minus 3 cosine theta. Yeah. Okay, that is second part. Okay, for the last part, find the value of sine 3 power over 10. The sine theta 3 power over 10, I think it should be related to the roots of this one. Therefore, this time I don't choose the method of putting this into the equation, but rather let theta is equal that it is roots of this one, and expand this through this identity, and also expand this by using the double angle formula. Then try to find the formula of sine 3 power over 10. Okay, let's go to detail of this one. Let theta equal to 3 pi over 10. Thus, cosine 3 times theta plus sine 2 theta equal to 0. That is actually, you can write that in that format. You will understand why I choose 3 pi over 10 to be theta, because it's too complicated. I choose use the rotation theta instead. And then by using part B, the first one is 4 cosine script theta minus 3 cosine theta. The second one is 2 cosine theta sine theta equal to 0. Then factorize the cosine theta outside, then cosine square theta minus 3 plus 2 sine theta. Okay, then obviously one of the roots should be 1. One of roots should be sine 3 pi over 3. One of roots. Therefore, I try to solve that equation, and the first one is cosine theta equal to 0. Of course, this will reject, because cosine 3 pi over 10 level 0. This will reject. And the second, 4 cosine square theta plus 2 sine theta plus minus 3. And that is cosine square can be changed to 1 sine square. This can be changed to a quadratic equation. Let me see, minus 2 sine theta, and then minus 1. Yeah. And then sine theta equal to 2 plus and positive and negative root. Negative 2 square minus 4 times negative 1 over 8. 2 times 4. And simplify that one, we can observe that 1 plus root 5 over 4, or 1 minus root 5 over 4. After we compare that, this is positive. Therefore, we have only one choice, that is sine 3 pi over 10 equal to 1 plus root 5 over 4. That is the third form of sine 3 pi over 10. Very funny. Okay, I hope guys can enjoy this video. If you found Dr.K.Liu Maths channel is useful, please subscribe my channel. And also, if you have a question, you can ask me. I hope I can help you. Bye bye.